How is it going, everybody? And welcome today with a really fun, maybe less controlish type of deck, but more combo-oriented deck. It's the Jeskai combo deck, but definitely something different or more different approach than you saw it maybe from other creators, because I wanted to utilize Mavinda. Mavinda, who doesn't know, it's a 3 mana, 2/3 creature from Strixhaven, was meant to be like a push for the Magecraft ability, but at the end never really end up seeing so much play because, yeah, the text on her, it says it has flying, and for 0 mana, you may cast target instant and sorcery card from your graveyard this turn. If that spell doesn't target a creature you control, so it doesn't point to your creature, it costs 8 mana more to cast this way. So 8 more means if we cast something for 2, it will cost 10. And this is a really big downside. And then, if the spell will be put into a graveyard, exile it instead, activate it only once each turn. So we can activate it on opponent's turn and we can activate it on our turn. But mostly for protection. And this is the downside of this card, but I still wanted to try to build it because I always had this curve in my head, Mavinda, Hinata, into something else that is really broken. Because this combo with Hinata, we know already. And this is maybe something to look out for also in the gameplay. We have some Magma Opus, but this is not the main combo that we have here, of course, with Hinata and Magma Opus. The main combo is what I want to do is grind the games and put my opponent into the spots where there is literally not a lot of things to do. And you will see for sure some really cool plays, because we have things like March of the Swirling Mist, where you can also replay with Mavinda, target your own creature, so you don't need to pay the 8 extra mana for it. But then when we target it, we can, for example, protect ourselves with Sejiri Shelter. So our creature don't phase out, but my opponent's creature. And of course with Hinata it gets much crazier, because then we pay almost just 1 mana to recast and tap the whole board from my opponent. So this is something to look out for. Also, I have a small cool addition, the Seismic Wave. I will talk about it more in the game breakdown, of course, because this card is also you are able to play out of the graveyard with a small downside with Mavinda, of course, because you need to point into 2 damage on your creature. And this is also the main thinking about it. You see, maybe the weakest creature is Mavinda itself. It has 3 toughness, but it will still survive the Seismic Wave 2 damage that you dealt to her. So this is just really solid, really interesting. So far the deck is super fun, super interesting to play. You see, this is my core that I build around, and I again followed similar approaches in my Dimir deck, where I try to include a lot of different tools, because I just want to have them available in my deck and don't want to draw, like, I don't know, 4 Prismari Commands in a matchup where I don't need them, or I don't know, 3 Fading Hopes in a matchup where the opponent don't play any creatures. So this is why I have just a wide variety of spells that I found really helpful in this deck, and this deck performs pretty good. I have so far, I think, like 7 or 8 games with it. 1 loss, I think. I think it was just 1 loss. Yeah, and really unlucky one because I didn't draw my lands. We have also Lier, similar effect as Mavinda, maybe even better. But I think Lier is played so often that I thought Mavinda will be much cooler to see. And we have, of course, Jin. I had a game with Jin. I hope we will see it in the gameplay part. We will have some games when we draw Jin and maybe play him, because usually if you drop the Jin, I don't know, maybe on turn 6, sometimes you can drop him with Goldspan Dragon, and then opponent sees that you have Mavinda with some things in your graveyard to recover with Jin. It will just get crazy. You start copying things, and they are never ending, right? Because you can play this ability in opponent's turn and in your turn. This is why it's so cool. And yeah, of course, our setup. I love these things, by the way. I love it. I don't know. It makes so much fun. Suddenly I want to buy more sleeves. Suddenly I want to have more avatars to put them in for the different builds. And I think definitely Jeskai with Nico is really cool. There is not really a pure Jeskai Planeswalker or avatar, but I think Nico fits here pretty cool as Azorius spell-based thingy. Maybe we are more Izzet, but this is why I have Izzet sleeves and Izzet, or let's say Boros Izzet spellbook as a pet. We have 22 lands, but we have a lot of dual lands, or pretty much. We have here Spikefield Hazard, we have Sejiri Shelter, we have, where are you, Kazandu's Fury, a really nice touch here, by the way. Kazuul's Fury sometimes finish out the game, and of course Jwari Disruption those are all lands, and you see maybe here the mana base a little bit wild, a little bit chaotic, but everything has its place. Usually never had the big issues to cast any spells because also the treasures from Prismari, from Goldspan Dragon, from Magma Opus can help me fix it, also from Unexpected Windfall. Yeah, otherwise guys, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and let's roll. Let's go straight into Best of 1Q. Let's go, my friends. Cross the Lena. Cross the Lena. Our first game with our fresh deck. What do we think about this hand? We have red, we have blue, we have white. I think we're gonna keep this. And let's go red. And we go for blue. My opponent is mono white. Let's go for blue. Let's see if he has Lumi. He does. The best Spikefield Hazard of my life. Opponent goes for 1. Then we have white. Let's pass. Okay, I lit the Spellbinder. Wait. 1, 2. Resolve. Let's play you, we deal 2 damage, and then we create a treasure. Deal 2 damage, create a treasure. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. So now he has the choice between Unexpected Windfall and Goldspan Dragon. I think he will take Goldspan Dragon, but then we open up with Unexpected Windfall that we can also cast. And Mavinda can replay the Prismari Command. Okay, let's go with you tapped. Next. And then the turn. Also Mavinda can replay See a Guard approached. This is nice, definitely nice. Let's play you. Autoplay. Let's take away You See a Guard approach. Oh Jesus, there's a lot of lands here, huh? A lot of lands. Okay, Mavinda. This is 5, 6, 7, so we can cast Goldspan Dragon already. Then let's go here for blue. Let's go for Goldspan Dragon. And then let's go for an attack. Then opponent most likely with Brutal Qatar or something like this on my Goldspan Dragon. This is unpreventable, but we can kill it next turn with our Mavinda. No, okay, Lumina Aspirant. Nothing I'm really scared of right now. Cross the Lena. How is your mono white deck doing so far? Okay, my turn. Oh, the perfect top deck, huh? The perfect top deck. Let's go for red source. Let's go here. We can deal 2 here and the rest to your face. And then we gonna attack. And how much do I have left? I have 2 left. This is good. 2 is always good. And the turn. And the turn, my friend. Okay. Interesting. Let's see if we can replay something from the graveyard. Okay, opponent mostly with Skycliff. This is actually not bad. Oh, nice. Let's see what we have there on top. One of them into my hand. You can go into my hand. Do we need more blue? No. What do we need? More white? Yeah, let's go for more white. You go here and here. We go you. Then let's go with another one. Magma Opus. Oh, nice. This doesn't matter. Go back. Let's go for attack. How much is this? 4. 6, 7. I need one more, right? I need one more. It's okay. 7. 7 is a lot, okay. The tax from Talia is also okay, reasonable. Still can do it next turn, I think. There is no doubts about it, I would say. I don't see my opponent. Okay, cool. Don't see my opponent really exiting this somehow. Like he should be dead, right? Yeah, he's definitely dead. So we go here, 4 damage here. Tap these two, submit. And this is it. This is game. This is game, my friends. Let's go and check another one out. And here we are with our next game against Starlet Uzagi. Starlet Uzagi. We go first. Jesus, this is a weird hand to keep. I will keep it only because we have all colors. Otherwise, I will not have keep it. So let's see. Hopefully we can do here something. Let's go you with the blue source, just in case we draw literation, so we have red and blue already open. You with the red source. Okay, mono red. Oh, interesting, sure. I think you are not even mono red, you are Izzet mecha control, right? I think he is. And it's okay. It's definitely okay. I just need a nut. Whenever the combat damage deals combat damage and brave, it doesn't have an instructive component. Combat damage deal to you, remove it. Okay, nice. Don't know what this should be, but okay, nice. Definitely nice. Let's take the 5. Because I'm not sure how fast I can... Okay, here is my red source. This is good. Red source is good. Okay. Kakazan. Sure. I hope opponent gonna equip the Lizard Blade on the commander. Yup. Thank you, my friend. This is what was asked from you. We discard you, draw 2, use the treasure, bounce it back, auto play it. Another blue source. Is it good? I think so, right? What am I planning to play next turn? He's gonna hasty me with a 4/4 here. A lot of damage. I'm planning to play Goldspan Dragon, I think, and then a turn afterwards playing Jin, right? Or do I plan to play Lier and bounce it if he plays? I'm thinking, my friend. Yeah, I think then in this case blue source is okay from the top. Yep. Because now we have 5. This is 6. So I play Lier and have my Fading Hope available, right? Just in case. So opponent's gonna hasty the 4/4. Definitely. 1 mana open. Rabbit battery, okay. Next. We're gonna bounce it. Maybe don't even need it, right? Go down to 10 is okay. This is actually also really nice top deck here. Then we're gonna do it how? gonna play you first, I think. Yes. Then I'm gonna attack with you. Create a treasure token. Play the land out. And keep the other one to protect, right? Sejiri Shelter. Sejiri Shelter to protect. Okay, opponent with another hasty treachery, you know, rabbit battery, okay. And something else. Ooh. Opponent goes all in, let's block the laser blades. Okay. We play you, give you protection from the red. Yes! Yes! Oh, very cool, very cool. I mean, my opponent most likely Boros Haste. Let me see it, please. I think it was something like Boros Haste, right? Regarding on his colors combination. Really cool, but yeah, you see the tools and the possibilities here. Definitely really, really nice. Let's go next. So in our third game against Lazar, and you see maybe already a little bit the pattern, what this deck should do and how it should function, and all the small details that we include to not only have the discount with Hinata, but also utilize our Mavinda, because you will see it maybe, I hope you will see it in some gameplay, otherwise I will talk about it in the breakdown part. Then there are a lot of spells that looks like one-sided spells, but let's play you for red. But the spells are mostly also being able to target myself, to deal with something that my opponent can provide. For example, this Seismic Wave. Okay, you are a tax discard deck? Interesting. Are you wedding announcement? What? Okay. Not sure, but okay. Wedding announcement. Well, how he comes from Boros to wedding announcement? Let's surge it, right? Not needed. The shenanigans. And yeah. Mila. Wow! Nice, bro! What are you? Why are you Planeswalker control or something? Are you some sort of Planeswalker control? I'm not sure what he's trying to do. Planeswalkers? Hordes of Super Friends with Mila? Would be cool, no? I mean, this requires to play red. But maybe he has some treasures to... Maybe it's Mardu and he don't draw red, but I don't think so. I don't think so. We need another red source, right? I should have played this one for red, okay. Okie dokie, my friend, okie dokie. Oh, Jesus, this is a lot of... This is a lot of not needed. Yeah, with the lens is always like... I forget always that we have double red and not double blue or anything. Legion Angel, okay. Sure. We see a guard approach. Let's play this as double white. And... something else? No. No needed. Need to wait until I can deal with all these angels. Okay, my opponent Luminar. Okay. Sure. Okay. Okay. Should I kill it now or should I kill it later? I think I should kill it now, right? Resolve. He draws the cards. I forgot about this interaction at all. Okay, Expressive Iteration. Let's hope for... Where is my red source? My red source is not here. Then let's go in. And let's replay Mavinda. Because we still can use Sejiri Shelter on our creatures if we need to. But we can also replay something from the graveyard if we need to. And in the end, even if it looks like some spells to cast 8 or to pay 8 to cast a spell, with Goldspan Dragon we have this 8. Like, we have a lot of actually targets or possibilities because all our spells are so super cheap, right? This is what makes it so good. Sure. What could I replay? What could I replay? Let me think. This plus 8 is 10. I cannot minus the no, Hinata do not discount it. Okay, I could still attack and give it indestructible, right? Let's do that. Yep. And indestructible, go for 1 damage, kill the opponent's creature. Now we have 2 stances in the graveyard, right? Yeah. So we can also fetch it up and protect something from us. If opponent tries to Vanishing Verse, we have Sejiri Shelter here. Okay. Where do you want to give it now? Okay. Sure. Slowly but surely. Nope. My turn. Jesus, give me the red mana. This game, huh? Let's go with you. This red mana is a little bit annoying. Okay, my turn. We don't want to draw the red mana. I don't know what I need to do more. I think let's play you out. Wait, he don't have more creatures, right? So I can play Sejiri Shelter here. Protection against white. Just in case he attacks, I also can block with it. Elite the Spellbinder. I will say no to it. Not interested in Elite the Spellbinder being able to attack me. Okay. Yeah. 3/3. Okay. Interesting approach from my opponent. I would like to see more of his blacklist. What he has there. And as soon as we draw our red source, it's almost GG, right? We play the dragon, we can tap him, we go for here 10 damage alone. If we find somewhere another point of damage. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I am curious. Okay. How can I do that? 1, 2. What do we have in the graveyard? Stance. Can I do that? Maybe, right? Okay, so let's do it like this. Target creature, you. Then you. 1. And then we take it out and play it again. 1, And one. And one. Another one. Another one. We can do it, my friends. We can do it. X-axis 0. Lazar, thank you for the game. Mavinda the MVP, and as I said again, you see maybe a small pattern here. I mean, very, very unlucky that we didn't draw our red source. We would have finished the game, I think, a turn or two earlier than now, but still there are still these outs. For example, Seismic Wave, but also here, Voltage Scourge, right? If I need to trigger an extra trigger for our Show of Confidence, then we can, for example, take the Voltic Surge out. Because it deals only 2 damage, we can even point it to our own creatures, because all our own creatures are toughness 3 or higher. Like Goldspan Dragon is a great target to point it because you also create a treasure token, but you also can point it on Mavinda, the same as with Seismic Wave, right? Seismic Wave deals 2 and then 1 to a target opponent to each non-artifact creature, right? So you can point it to not pay the tax of 8. You can point it at your creature or at yourself, in your face, whatever. No, your creature. You need to point it at your creature, and then you point the one target on the opponent's creature. So you deal everywhere damage to the opponent's creature and deal 2 damage to Mavinda, for example, and then you can still replay it again and deal 2 damage to all the creatures, right? Like, there are different plays where you can utilize the Mavinda without paying the 8 taxes. But also the 8 taxes with Goldspan Dragon is not a big deal, because often if he hits the board, you have this 10, 12 mana available where you can pay this extra 8, so at the end it will be like 10 mana, because the most of our important sources are like 2 mana, right? So you can still pay it and still gain the value out of it. So this is why I thought this is something really, really cool, and maybe you will like to see it, especially because Mavinda is so underplayed. So let's go and roll another one. So I think this will be our last one against Brooks. This is a weird hand to keep. In worst case scenario, I mean, it's possible. We keep it, we cycle Magma Opus, we have the 3rd mana, right? Sure, let's try it. Because Mavinda and Hinata can replay them. Jesus, what was the shaking? It was like earthquake here. Let's play you for red. And see what my opponent is playing here. Are you Simic Ramp? Yep, he is Simic Ramp. So let's go play you out. And let's see what my opponent has to offer. Otherwise, we're gonna play these 2 cards. Oh, he's a 3-colored. Oh, wow. Interesting. You are a Timur aggro deck. Can it be? Let's play you. Hello there. The weirdo. The weirdo. Dun dun dun. Brooks. Ranger class, okay. Sure. Sure, my friend, sure. Another land off the top will be nice, otherwise it could be a little bit annoying. Opponent is definitely very aggressive here. Very fast, very aggressive, but all his creatures are lands. So if he drew some removal spells, this will be definitely really helpful. Zoom. My turn. Okay. Do I play the land? I think I need to, right? To cast next turn Goldspan Dragon, I need this land. Otherwise, Sejiri Shelter, of course, an amazing protection here. So let's stay like this. Let's pretend we have a counter. Then we can cycle Magma Opus. Three damage. I think it's okay, right? I think it's okay. We have another one. In Tacoma, he has one untapped. Okay. Okie dokie. Pass. Resolve. Let's see, let's see. Okay, let's cycle magma. And... okay. Not what I was hoping for, but okay. Let's create a treasure token. Opponent goes back for 3, 5, 8, 9? 9 for 9, right? With Ranger class, yeah. So I am forced to kill my opponent next turn. Can I do that? Okay. Can I kill my opponent next turn? I mean, this is a lot of lands. A lot of land drops here. So. My turn. Another Goldspan Dragon. Jesus, this is why I don't have so much Goldspan Dragons in my deck. I can play Hinata, Mavinda. Mavinda would make how much? 5 mana. I can take out Magma Opus, but I cannot play it. I can play Hinata, then I have 4 mana. And I still cannot play Magma Opus, right? Decisions, but I think this will give me the most chance to survive. If I play Hinata, then I will... yeah, let's do it. I play Hinata. I play Show of Confidence on the Goldie. Then we are gonna play you. That we don't lose the mana. Then we're gonna take out... No. I can't because it's red and blue, huh? I cannot produce red and blue mana. Or do I? No, I can't. This is a difficult decision. I cannot produce red and blue from Magma Opus in the upkeep. Let's go with Goldspan Dragon. You have 2 mana left. Ay. I cannot play Magma Opus because of 1 mana. Really? Like 1 land drop? Like one land drop? Oh, nice. I have no chance, huh? Good game, my friend, good game. I have no chance. 1 mana, guys. 1 mana. 1 freaking mana to play the Magma Opus. Because I could have played this one. And I could have target all the things with 1 more mana. One more mana, I would have won. Fuck. Yeah. There is no chance. Like I cannot do anything. Fuck. So annoying. So annoying. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Let's go to breakdown. We won enough with this deck. We played enough fun and cool decks. Cool combos, I think. So let's go to breakdown and check them out. If we didn't saw something and if there are some other plays, for example with the Seismic Wave. And here we are with the breakdown part. And yeah, this freaking mana, right? 1 land off to win this other game too. It would have been amazing to win 4 in a row. I think even 5 in a row because I played one off camera before I start recording. So, but yeah, c'est la vie, no? This is the game, this is what happens sometimes, and it's totally fine. It's okay. This deck is more a fun controlish type of deck or fun combo deck, I think, for you to just enjoy. Definitely really fun if you especially have Jin on the board, and if the game goes a little bit longer and you have your mana available. Usually Jin is the one that opponent scoops the most, because then suddenly you start discounting the spells and they are also copied. So this is then really powerful. The small play that I was talking about, why so many cards, like also single and duals, and I like this approach you saw maybe in my Dimir game. I start building a little bit more, so you just have the possibility in the deck to just as an option available to draw this card, right? Of course, the main cards are mostly 3 or 4 of. This is why we have here 3 Alliterations, 3 Mavindas, 3 Hinatas, 3 Goldspan Dragons, and 3 Unexpected Windfall. So this is like the core structure of the deck, right? So let's put it like this, so it's maybe easier for you to recognize it. What was my thinking when I was building it, and my philosophy behind it, and it's definitely really good. So this is the core structure that I had in mind. I had in mind to produce treasures for our Goldspan Dragon. I had in mind to discount a lot of things with our Hinata, and I wanted to replay these things with Mavinda from our graveyard, even if they are taxed for 8, right? So because if the spell doesn't target you, but things like Lier is similar to Mavinda, very similar to Mavinda, but I think Lier is already so sucked out. She sees so many plays in different decks that I thought Mavinda sees barely plays, but it's not the same effect, definitely not. It's a little bit weaker, but it's a very interesting effect. I think definitely worth it, and it's a 2/3 flyer that can also maybe block some flyers or some other things. So as I said, if you want to maybe make it more, let's say, I don't want to say competitive, because the deck performs really good so far for me. I think I have like 11 games, and they have like 9 wins and 2 losses, something like this. So the deck performs pretty good. I'm sure as soon as Arena recognize what I'm playing here, as soon as Arena knows, this is just a Jeskai combo deck, then it will put me into more balanced matchups, right? Until now I'm playing all these also weirdly combined decks that barely sees play. But yeah, you could also add some more Liers, for example, and reduce Mavindas, but I like Mavinda to utilize all the spells, all the protections, all the kill spells, also the combo with March. I don't remember if we saw it, I think we saw it, but I had a game off camera where I forgot to go in full control, but you can definitely do it in full control, where you can also play it out of the graveyard. You can target your creatures and opponent creatures for really cheap, like let's say for 1 blue mana. You target 2 creatures. One of them is yours, one of them is your opponent's, right? And then you can Sejiri Shelter on your own creature, give it protection from blue, so March don't hit your creature, but still you don't need to pay the discount from Mavinda. And this is just really cool play. Like, literally barely seen, or I don't know if it's ever seen, that you protect your own creatures from your own spells to just give a discount. Maybe not most efficient, but a really cool one. I like it. There is also this blaze that you can, for example, I had one, almost my first game with this deck was this play that you utilize some stuff for show of confidence. For example, you can target a spell towards yourself, let's say Fading Hope on your own. This was the play, by the way. Yeah, this was the play. You target Fading Hope by on your own Goldspan Dragon, but you need to go full control. You go full control, you go Fading Hope on your own Goldspan Dragon, the Goldspan Dragon creates treasure, then you play Jwari Disruption on Fading Hope and counter it, so you don't pay the 1 mana, you counter it, and then you have a mana advantage. With that, you can again, for example, utilize things like Shown of Confidence, because this is 1 spell, this is 2 spell, and this will be the 3rd spell, so you will copy it 3 times to make your Goldspan Dragon huge, like literally huge, and create a lot of treasures, create a lot of advantage, and you can give everything vigilance, for example, like you saw in this one game against Mono White. where I won with Hinata and Mavinda. Also the same, like with Show of Confidence, you can really channel these abilities and these instant and sorceries together to just make a huge show of confidence, to just go for a huge swing, right? And this is possible with Mavinda. Don't forget that you do it once each turn. So you can do it once on your turn, one on opponent turn, from the graveyard. But it doesn't mean that you cannot replay Show of Confidence, because if you have Show of Confidence on your hand, you can play all other things, and then when you play Show of Confidence, it goes to the graveyard. You can replay it again with Mavinda from the graveyard to copy it an additional time, plus all other triggers that you had already before. So let's say you copy it already 4 times, it goes to the graveyard, you take it out with Mavinda, and then you copy it already 5 times, right? Because it counts itself in also from the graveyard. Just really, really cool. Magma Opus, who doesn't know the combo with Hinata, I can explain it shortly. Very, very simple. You can target, let's say, 4 targets to deal somewhere damage, and then you can target 2 permanents to tap, but these permanents don't need to be your opponent. So you can tap, for example, your own lands that are already tapped, right? To just reduce Magma Opus to 0. Literally to 0, not to 0, I'm sorry, to 2 mana, 1 blue and 1 red. This is how we lost the last game. If I would have there 1 more blue or red source on the board, and if I would hit my blue and red source in the game, I would have won the game, because I would have been able to play my Magma Opus in opponent's upkeep, deal him 4 damage, create a blocker or a creature, and draw 2 cards. And this will mean that my opponent will be dead the turn afterwards. So I would have won if I would have 1 more mana, but this is how you can reduce the Magma Opus from 6, from 8 to literally 2, just blue and the red source. Yeah, what else? Prismari Command, exactly the same as I explained to you with, where are you, my friend? Here. Seismic Wave. You can target this 2 damage to any target. You can target it if you play it with Mavinda from the graveyard. You can target it, for example, to yourself, and then let's say this scenario, right? Opponent has huge amount of creatures. You have Mavinda and you top deck Seismic Wave. You play a Seismic Wave on one of his biggest creature. It deals 2 damage to the creature and then 1 to everything. So the creature you dealt 2 damage will receive 3 damage, right? And let's say it's an Adeline. She has 4, right? And maybe some other creature says something more. Then you can pay the attacks from Mavinda, or you can pay the ability from Mavinda, point the 2 damage at Mavinda, because she's 3 toughness, it will not bother her. And then it will still deal 1 damage to each other creature your opponent controls, so to Adeline and everything else that they had. So this way you have dealt 4 damage to Adeline and 2 damage to every other creature that the opponent controlled. And this is often a really, really cool play. I had it maybe twice. Barely seen. You can use it to gain this advantage. The same is true from for Prismari Command. Also, point this 2 damage maybe to yourself or somewhere else to just replay it from the graveyard with Mavinda, right? Of course, if you have Lier, you don't need to point it at yourself. But you can point this one at yourself and replay it, but usually we never have the issues to cast these spells because we have a lot of discount with Hinata, but also the Goldspan Dragon produces so much treasures that you have almost endless mana, let's say. Yeah, and Jean didn't draw him so often, but the times I drew him, I think it was 1 game. When you slap him on the board with Mavinda, opponent usually check your graveyard shortly and then they concede, because they know now I cannot kill anything because Mavinda can get back your stance back to protect yourself. It can get March back, that will get everything get copied with the Jean. You can also start replaying other stuffs like Unexpected Windfall if you need to, if you have enough mana. Usually if you are in this state that you play Jean, if you untap, you have enough mana also to take out Unexpected Windfall with the Mavinda. Never had it, but I think you are already in this state. Yeah, this is so for it for the mana base, guys. I'm sorry, here we are. Mana base, we have average 3, so pretty high, but we have also enough of lands. We have 22 lands, but we have a lot of dual lands. We have here Spikefield Hazard, we have here Jwari Disruption. And we have here the Kazuul's Fury. Kazuul's Fury is just a nice finisher. Sometimes if Goldspan Dragon is big, you can fling him to your opponent, or Hinata, then exactly the same. If she gets bigger with Show of Confidence, you go once for some damage and then you can for 3 mana fling it to opponent's face. So this is also nice, and with Hinata it costs even less. Yeah, this is so far it for the deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you like it, and on this spot, I hope to see you in the next one. Ciao!